I am. Token vaping. That's me. Hey guys, I just am doing a review today on it's a single flavor, um, but it is one that is everywhere. It is all over Instagram. It has a Facebook with it. Does have a website that I think is in the works. I tried pulling it up; it didn't pull up for me. But this is sold in multiple different shops and multiple different web pages. So definitely no shortage of ability to acquire this. However, this is a particular flavor that I have been wanting to try for a really long time. I noticed it a while back and looked really interesting. Flavor profile was really unique and caught my eye. And I kind of kept an eye on it a little bit. Excuse me. And then I started seeing all these people, having tried it, doing posts for it, things like that. And I follow a lot of them, and I've talked to quite a few of them. So, you know, once you start getting an established group of people that are all supporting it, as a reviewer, it definitely makes you want to reach out and try this. Now, don't get me wrong, I am completely enamored and humbled by everybody that supports me and helps me be able to do what I do. But there are those out there that I am nowhere near their league or their level. So to have the honor of being able to actually do this review, it is a huge privilege to me. It's based in Marietta, California. The company is District 121, and this is their flavor. Now they have changed labels. Most of you have seen the older label. It was a red label that had the 21, and then the District 1. It is a salted caramel, buttered pralines and cream. Now, ice cream wise, pralines and cream is about the only ice cream that I'll eat. But salted caramel, buttered pralines and cream, not something that anybody's going to think of right off the bat. It is definitely unique in just the sound. Now, this is not, I'm telling you right now, and I have done the research, I have had the privilege of talking to the gentleman behind the scenes with this. This is not a fly-by-night, flash-in-the-pan flavor. This is not something that was just thrown together and go, oh, hey, let me make a juice and there you go. No, he, after months of extensive research in figuring out, different things about different flavors and lines and what works, what doesn't, what people look for, what people want, without really letting anybody know, he kind of put together his own interpretation of what would be an all-day vape, and tried to make it cover all types of flavor palettes to cover as many people as possible. And then he kind of put some together and just had people try it. Didn't tell them what it was specifically, didn't tell them that he was the one behind it, but basically just had multiple people try it. And when he finally got, according to what I was told, when he finally got to the point of where enough people back to back to back to back to back all said it was really good, he took a shot at trying to market this. And the rest is history, basically. I know it sounds cliche, but it pretty much is. I mean, this is not something that people that vape or are in the vaping scene are going to say, what is that? I've never heard of that. I mean, if you pull up his Instagram page, District 121, I mean, you're going to see a lot of familiar faces, a lot of well-known faces. This is not something that is just, like I said, it's not an overnight type thing. The research and development for this product, the quality control, the attention to all aspects of this. It is made in a negative pressure room, an ISO clean lab. He does not spare any expense for that. He is all about the quality. He's all about the safety. He is all about covering as many bases to make this pretty much, I'm not going to say perfect, because that is a strong word to use for anything, but he is trying to make this the epitome of what an all-day vape should be. Now, some people might question, well, what do you mean, trying to cover everybody? That's basically saying that everybody likes salted caramel. No, it's not the specific about that. It's not the caramel that he's going to say everybody likes. But when you mix a salted caramel with the salty taste with a sweet taste, a sugary taste, and you combine them, that flavor is what hits for people. It doesn't specifically have to be a certain item, but it's the profile of that. Then you have the buttered and you have the pralines and cream. I mean, he basically is trying to cover as many of the taste bud specifics to make an all-around full flavor. So, and I'm kind of drawling, and I do apologize for that because I really, really want to bust this open and try this. It is available, like I said, on multiple websites, and it is in a lot of shops as well. One of the sites that I did find it on was saveonvapes.com. There was a 30 ml bottle on there available for $21.99. Now, the two bottle sizes that are available is the 30 ml, and then there is a 120 ml. I believe if you contact him or email him directly, he will let you know the pricing for the bigger size 120 ml. It is a 70-30 mix, but I mean, it is kind of transparent glass. It does seem to be a bit thicker than a 70-30, so you can definitely see that it's more dependent on, not dependent, but it's more focused on the VG for a smoother vape, a more comfortable vape, and things like that. It is offered in a 0, a 3, and a 6. Now again, with all of the, it is not that he's skipping corners. It is not that he's trying to single people out. He is not concerned about how much nicotine you can get out of this. It's more about the vape ability. It's more about the smoothness. It's more about the all-day enjoyment. It's more about it's about vaping. It's not about how much you can get out of it for nicotine. It's not about how much you used to do this or that, and this is how much you need and want. It's all about the quality of it, not the amount of nicotine level, things like that. So everything about this screams, you know, dependability, quality, high end, and you know, it's just about vaping. It's about the unity of the vaping family, the vaping community. It's about the enjoyment of that. Now, I did find out, and I was actually really impressed. The 21, it's District 121. And if you look on his IG, it makes comments and references towards loyalty, about the brotherhood, about the speakeasies. The 21, for those of you who may not know, was the 21st Amendment. It abolished prohibition of alcohol during the 1920s. So this is basically kind of a breakthrough, you know, and it's more of everybody who vapes District 121. You're basically part of, according to this, you are a part of the vaping brotherhood. You have a seat at the table with everybody else to be part of this community of camaraderie and to just enjoy the pleasures and spoils. So a lot is involved with this. It is well thought out. It is well put together. It is well made. You know, everything is where it should be, so to speak. Everything is being followed to the utmost. Like now, like I said, the label has been redone. So originally, from what I saw in the photos, it was a red label and it had a 21 in a circle, and then it had the District 1 and everything else. This one harkens more back towards, I don't want to say specifically the 1920s, but because that's the year that all of this happened, it has an older style look to it. I mean, it's something you would see more on like the older whiskey bottles or tonic bottles, things like that, with the way the lettering and everything is beautifully done. But it's not overdone. It's not gaudy or tacky looking. And then you have a crest symbol right in here, nicotine level there, flavor and name of the company, and the warning labels, ingredients labels, and everything on this side. So it does cover all of that. It is tinted glass. It is not clear, so it definitely is meant to preserve flavor and hold it in. Now, as hard as this was, I left this closed because I wanted to do a first vape for this video for you guys. And I also wanted to show, as you can see, there is a safety ring right here. So I can sit here and do this all day and it will not come undone. I actually have to bust this open. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Twist, push, and turn. And it didn't come all the way, so that just goes to show you there's their pop. Oh, wow. It has a very smooth, comforting, obviously it's going to be part of the caramel that you smell, but it has a very smooth, mellow, rich caramel smell to it. I mean, you smell it and it just gives you that feeling of, like I just did, the it's very, very interesting. I actually myself get a slight salty tinge to the odor. I really, really want to vape this. So, as I'm going to show, I am wicking my cotton, and I made sure, no matter what, as I usually try to do, but brand new cotton, brand new, spanking white. Nothing has been on this. Nothing's touched this. And it's out of focus, so I do apologize for that. But the only cotton that I use is Texas Tough Cotton. It is really durable. It's really solid. Doesn't have a huge cottony taste to it. It holds juice really, really well. And I feel when I use it, I feel like I don't have to change it as often as I have other ones. So on Instagram, it's Texas Tough Cotton. Now, I'm going to go ahead and drip this and get this going because, like I said, especially after smelling this, I really, really want to vape this. I just want to reiterate that regardless of what you're doing, regardless of what you're using, whether it's juice, a device, anything, if there is any form of safety security feature on that item, like for this bottle, it was the safety lock ring underneath the cap. Anything that is supposed to be there for security and safety, if anything about it does not sit right with you, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, if it makes you feel weird, if it makes you feel like there's a problem, do not use it. Do not touch it. Do not vape it. Do not eat it, drink it, anything. Contact the company that made it. Contact the shop you got it from. Contact the website you purchased it from. Let them know what's going on. Explain to them the situation. Provide photos if you have to, but do not use it. They will do what they need to do to rectify the situation and ensure that you get the right product at the quality and safety security that it's supposed to be. Because at the end of the day, regardless of anything else, it's all about health and safety. God, even the burn off smells good. So I'm going to drip this up a little bit more. And the other thing I want to reiterate is no matter what I'm saying right now, with the exception of the description of what this is, no matter anything else that I say, it all comes down to that is my opinion. That is my feelings. That is how I take to this. This is what I got out of it. This is how I feel about it. I am not telling anybody else to feel the same way. I'm not telling anybody else to taste the same thing. I'm not telling anybody else to do anything. All I'm trying to do is just let you know how it vapes for me, what I get out of it, and how it tastes to me, so that maybe it gives you a little more informative background so that you be able to make a more detailed decision about whether or not it's something that works for you. So that's all it is. It's just my opinion. Every vapor out there has a difference in opinions, has a completely different vaping style, ability, palate, taste, everything. That's what makes this really cool, is the huge diversity to this. So with that said, I am going to go ahead and vape this because I have waited long enough. It is at 75 watts, as you can see there. This is the salted buttered pralines and cream, or salted caramel pralines and cream, buttered, or buttered salted caramel pralines and cream, however you want to say it. They're all in there, from District 121, 75 watts. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Uh, District 121. Salted caramel buttered pralines and cream. I don't think I've ever actually said this about a flavor before, but this is beautiful. Um, it almost feels like it's a work of art for your tongue. Um, I I really don't know how else to describe this. It is the most unique flavor I think I've had the privilege of trying up to this point. Now, I know a lot of what I say is going to make it sound a little one sided, and I cannot help that. That is my opinion on this. I have vaped a lot of great flavors from a lot of tremendous companies. No doubt, I will never deny that. There are still certain flavors that I still have as my top ones. Always will be. But I will have to say, this is the most unique flavor with the most beautiful taste that I have ever had. I don't know how else to say that. Like, I can't even fully describe what I mean when I say beautiful, but it is definitely something you have to try. And there are very few flavors, and I have said it about a couple, but there are very few flavors that I will ever say or ever tell anybody they need to try. But unless you absolutely do not like any type of sweet, salty, creamy, nutty, anything like that. If you absolutely just do not like flavors like that, then you may not like this. But if any part of you whatsoever likes anything about that flavor, whether it's the salty aspect of it, the sweet aspect, the sugary aspect, the nutty aspect, the creamy aspect, all of it, you need to try this flavor. It is a change of the game for vaping. I literally can say I taste pretty much everything in that. You taste the salty caramel. It has a slight salt taste to it, saltiness. Like if you have like the cubes of salt off of a pretzel, you get that salty hit to your tongue, but it's followed almost immediately right behind with the sweetness from the caramel. Pralines and cream ice cream I've had I don't know how many times, and the tail end of this is all that. The creaminess of that pralines and cream, it just hits. And then there's an underlying of a smooth, melted, buttery enjoyment to that. I mean, this is an all around, cover all aspects of your tongue, like I said earlier, vape. I mean, this is clouds. Absolutely, definitely clouds. There is not a shortage of clouds in this whatsoever. Like I said, it is a 70/30, but it definitely vapes thicker. I'm telling you, vapors, anybody watching this right now, anybody that reads my post, anybody that follows me on Instagram, I will be doing the post for this as well. You need to try this if you have not yet. If you have, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you probably have gotten more than one bottle of this. This is an amazing vape. Um, I'm not a huge sweets person. I am not a huge candy person. I am not a huge overly powerful flavor person. But there's nothing about this flavor that I can honestly say I do not like. I like the vape on this. I like the smoothness to this. There is no throat hit whatsoever. I like the fact that, you know, as it's going through my tongue, my mouth, into my lungs, coming back out, there's a little bit a change of flavor along the way, so that I'm tasting something different each time. Um, it is just a very smooth, solid vape. It is fantastic. Now, he did mention that with this flavor, if you do raise the temperature, that it does is help bring out the flavor that much more. So I'm not a high vapor. I've never have been. That's just me. So if you can see that there, I'm gonna try this at 80 watts and just see how much of a difference that makes. I am now going to be vaping this at 80 watts. Everything that I just said about this flavor at 75, just double it for 80. Wow. It just, all that did was just magnify that flavor that much more, but not to where it's overpowering too much. I literally, I'm blown away by this. It is just an impressive flavor. I can almost guarantee, and I will show it when I do the post, because right now it is a little late for me, so I'm doing this video and then I'll upload this, but I will probably do the post tomorrow. I will, when I take a picture, I will try to show you how much of this I vaped, because I will probably keep vaping this until it's gone. This is a great all-day vape. Definitely, definitely, definitely give this a try. Tell your shop about this. Add this into your all-day vape rotation. You won't be sorry. It is a phenomenally well-made flavor. So, District 121, thank you so much. This was a huge honor. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do this. Guys, definitely check it out on Instagram and on Facebook. Email them if you want to get the bigger bottle. If you just want to order some, there's multiple sites that sell this. Sorry about that. I went a little bit over. As always, I'm Token Vaping. I'm here on YouTube. Subscribe, comment, concerns, anything. Facebook, Snapchat, Pinterest, Instagram. Like, follow, anything. Anything that I can do to help enhance your vaping experience. That's all I'm about. That's all I want to do. I just want to help make vaping more enjoyable. If you guys have not, anybody out there that has not put your name or taken the time to join any of the advocacy groups, Casa and Safta being the two big ones, definitely do so. It is right around the corner for the August 8th. Add your voice to the ones that are already there. Let our voices be heard as one for the vaping advocacy family as a whole. We need to keep fighting to make vaping continue on so that we can still enjoy it. With that, guys, District 121, thank you guys so much. Definitely try this flavor. I can't stress that enough. I'm Token Vaping, as always. Vape on, vape strong. Have a good night.